4BeerzIn! Welcome back, everybody, from the Easter break. However you spent your Easter, we are very lucky to have Naomi back on the show.
By popular demand.
That's popular. It. Thanks, Naomi, for joining us on this episode. Episode 4. I can't believe it. So, we've got me, Dan, my mate Rob, Joe.
Hello.
And we are 4BeerzIn. And look, before we continue with this episode, we'd really like to thank all our listeners who have tuned in for the past 3 episodes.
You're all legends.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And those that have subscribed, that have shared the podcast, have shared the post, and please feel free to send in your 4 beers chant. It's a 4 beers in.
How's it go?
4 beers in. It doesn't matter if it's in English. We know what you mean.
I want to hear Naomi
say
say
it.
I want to hear Naomi say it. Can you say it for us, Naomi?
4 beers in.
Woo!
Woo!
Send it on down. So we, just to let you know the scope of this podcast. So we've got listeners up in Parabadoo. So can we get a big cheer for Parabadoo?
Yeah,
Parabadoo!
Is that we do? We didn't practice that. Parabadoo!
Parabadoo! Is that how Parabadoo? If you're from Parabadoo, if you don't say it like that, please let us know. We don't want to offend
Please
anyone.
correct us.
But that's how we're saying Parabadoo. But we also want to thank all our international viewers. So we've got listeners in the UK, we've got listeners in Canada and Sweden. So a big 4 beers cheer for them. 4 beers in. We don't speak Canadian or Swedish. And I'm pretty sure.
You.
French, maybe?
Sound more Kiwi. You. They say you.
I thought Canadians say a boot.
A boot. Anyway, sorry.
But look, we're going to go straight into this because we know you're all dying to hear episode 4. So, something that we spoke about amongst each other is our couples losing the ability to compliment one another.
Ooh.
Yeah. So not someone you've just met. We're talking about couples who've been together for a while. And, do you lose that, not ability, because we all know how to say, oh, you look lovely in that.
Do you have a story here about this? Or?
Well, I think we talk about women, this 50-50, equal stuff. But, right.
Go. I don't mean, if we had this
I
film,
feel like everyone's just left the room.
Film.
Naomi's still here. I know you can't see Naomi. But
I'm intrigued to hear what's next. That's all.
Yeah. So, a woman will get changed to come out ready for a night out, and it's expectation of a man to say, oh, you look lovely, or, a man's not going to say you don't look lovely. But when does it flip? When does the man come out all dressed up? And that might happen in some relationships. Like, I don't know everyone's relationship. But when does the man come out? He's done himself up. He's had a shave. He's brushed his teeth. He's put on best top he's got.
He's done a shave.
When does it flip and the woman goes, you look lovely tonight? Or maybe some couples do that. So I'd really like to hear some comments below. How often do you compliment your man or your partner or your other? Is it a two-way street, or does one compliment more than the other? And some people get tired of compliments because they think, oh, you're only complimenting me because you want to get in my pants, right? So then you feel like, well, I'm not going to compliment you at all then, if that's what you think about
so
me.
You don't want to get in the pants?
Who doesn't want to get in the pants? But I think there's that thing, and some people think you only compliment me because you have to. So it's a real broad thing. I think a compliment is lovely, however you say it. Mm-hmm. I was at our local bagel van.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the bagel man, yeah.
Yeah, bagel man, yeah.
Yep.
Top man. And he said to me when he was getting the bagel ready for me and everything, he goes, Danny, the delicious, right? And it's not the most biggest compliment.
Did you get a boner?
No. But I felt quite lovely that day. That made my afternoon.
It is nice.
And I think, like, is it a do men not get as many compliments? Is it what we're conditioned not to receive
Was
compliments?
that when you was handing him over the cash and he said it?
No, he's making it.
How did you hand over the cash? Did you put it in his belt strap or?
No, just give him a card. you know when you pass the card.
Oh, the card. Sorry, mate.
But it's
I know what you mean.
just that one thing can make someone's day. You could go, oh, look, your hair looks nice today. 9 times out of 10, when I say that to a lady, they go, I washed it. Doesn't matter, because they go, oh, fuck, you noticed me. You noticed I washed my hair today.
Yeah, but
Joe's got something here, I think.
no, I was just going to say there's some people that do not like compliments.
I know.
Like I find it really difficult to take a compliment.
So if someone gave you a compliment, what would you do?
I'll cut them up. I'll stop them.
You cut him up.
What, halfway
that's
through?
rough.
Yeah, or I'd ignore it.
Yeah, I'm not good with compliments either. Like I gotta be honest. Like when someone says something like nice to me, I'm like, I don't know how to take it. I don't know why. Like
No.
a few people pull me up on it as well. Like going, oh, just take it. But like I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know if that's like how people perceive themselves, perhaps.
But yeah, exactly. Are you like, I have to feel that, like I have to agree with that for you, the compliment, or I
accept
don't. Yeah, to accept that. It's a big
What do you
thing.
think, Naomi? Do
Yeah.
you compliment your men in your life? That sounded like there was lots of them just then. I didn't mean that the way that sounded. I meant just like any man in your life. If you
Yeah.
complimented me,
Or women.
or women, or any.
Just
yeah.
literally anyone in my life, if it's something that, if someone has sent me a message saying, how's your day going, I'll say thank you first and foremost, because if it's acknowledging that someone has taken the time out of their day to think about me in that moment and to message me. So a lot of my messages will start off with thank you, or I hope you're well too, and responding and reciprocating that. But I guess sort of where it comes into people not accepting it is probably because it's a different sort of love language to them. They might be gift givers, they might be people that respond to words of affirmations, or quality time, not just the sort of compliment style of things. So that to me is how I kind of see it, that like just like we've all got different leadership styles or different ways of working, we've got different ways of interacting with people that we become involved with.
So I'm gonna plant some on you right now. Right, we had a conversation not too long ago about this, right? I don't know if it's a cultural background, slang, where you're from thing, right? At the end of the day. But our man Joe here would not call someone or receive this in any way. Where, how would you feel if your partner or someone in your family said, hey, babes?
No.
No, that's a no.
Thank you
very
That's
much.
a straight.
Thank you very much.
A
That
no to
honey,
babes.
darling, babe,
Sweet.
any
No,
of that.
that's all.
Thank you.
So
So back me up, Rob.
all right. So I've
Is
used,
it an age thing?
I use babes.
Yeah, I use babes all the time.
Yeah. And so, but I do know, like now, I mean, we off air, we were talking about sometimes some words mean different sort of things now to different groups of people and stuff like that. So I know there's lots of words that mean different things. So for me, babes is fine, but it could be that babes is not a good thing anymore. Possibly. Maybe we're all rainbow unicorns. I'm not sure, but shouldn't
Why
have
is
said-
the question is not is it because you can say what you want, right? We're in that you can say what you want, but what is about the babes word that you find no is a no-go, because you're both looking at me, you can't see, but I got Naomi and Joe looking at me like that's a no-go, that's like leave my house look.
It goes back to that compliment thing. It just makes my skin crawl, if I'm honest.
Yeah. For me,
It makes me feel uncomfortable, so I don't say it to others.
yeah, it's very much an uncomfortable thing where someone like an aunt or an uncle, that's who I would be like, okay to be calling me darling and things like that. Not
Darling.
really
I don't
where,
know if darling for.
mum and dad or mummy and daddy, like some people love that and some people
Wow,
don't.
you've
Can I
opened up
ask
a
a
whole
question?
other thing there.
Let me
I do
ask a
say
question.
gorgeous,
Gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh,
but-
use the word gorgeous.
but only when I'm eating. and I'm talking about the food.
Oh, this is gorgeous. You don't.
Okay, hang
That's the
on.
What are you
only
eating?
So
Could be
hang on.
steak.
You got. So I'm thinking you're talking about a person there, but you're talking about a piece of meat, steak. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I could be eating it, and
So
I
what,
was like,
like,
"Oh, this is
how'd you have
gorgeous."
your steak?
So when you're eating meat, you think it's gorgeous.
I
But-
just say it. I'm not even thinking about it.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yes, pretty much.
It's gorgeous.
So I use the word gorgeous, but there's not, yeah,
But no, babe. No.
babe, gorgeous.
Has anybody been called anything that they don't like?
Yeah, I think if you called someone babes, they said, "Oh, I don't like that," I'd be like, "All right, well, call you something else."
Well, have you been called anything before in the past where you've gone, God, I don't like that one? Like, hey, Smallsy.
Hey, Smallsy.
That doesn't really work, does
I really hate that one.
Hey, Tiny. How you doing, Tiny? I'm trying to think of, like, what I've been called in the past. So, because normally I'm like, hey, huge man. And
Huge man. Okay, let's go there.
hello, Mr. Girth. No, I'm kidding. No, I was just wondering, like, has anybody actually been called anything bad? All of that stuff before was all lies. Obviously, I was just messing around.
But
yeah.
But in saying that, so if someone said to you, Naomi, I'm looking at Naomi and Joe here because me and Rob are all for all the names, right? We're all obviously clearly all for the pet names, everything, right?
Mr.
So if someone
Girth.
said to you, "Hey, babes," would you instantly react and say, "Oi"? Or would you?
I have.
You have?
Oh,
Wh-
what?
when?
What
How?
did you say? What did you do?
Oh.
I'll respond to what you've asked me to do or something, but can you not call me that again?
Wow.
Yeah, I also politely just kind of go.
Wow.
And if someone asks why, it's usually because I go and I explain exactly what I said before. That
So I'm gonna
the wrong person saying it.
Yeah.
escalate it. I'm
Go.
gonna push it up a notch. So if you're in bed together, let's just say that, right? And they say that, do you have the same response?
Yeah.
So you're
Doesn't matter.
You're mid-action. You're like you're mid there with your partner in crime. You're right
Yeah.
there. You're mid-thrust.
That
All
would
right,
probably
and you'd be like, "Sorry, please don't call me that again." And then thrust again.
no, that would probably ruin the mood.
So in that instance, it would be okay because,
No, I never said it would be okay.
Oh,
It wouldn't be okay.
but you'd ignore it, and then afterwards you might go, "Look, that was great, but
And then give feedback about the
yeah,
babe.
don't call me babe."
so feedback. Do you guys do feedback sessions after each? I was like,
Like hand them like
So,
a survey to
I'll
Was
give
that
you-
good?
I'll
Yep,
gi-
yep.
5 stars, love. 5 stars. That time. Yeah, that's good. But
I was 5 stars, but what was you?
what you did then was amazing. But the other thing,
Wow. So what
You reckon,
happened?
Naomi?
What
Lost
do you,
brownie points for.
that's brownie points. Did you say brownie points?
Yeah.
You're like, well, that was pretty good, but brownie points wise, you were about a 3.
who you texting? That's what I'll be saying. Why are you on your phone?
Why?
Who you texting?
Hang on, are we still in the action here? So
This
someone's
is
on their phone.
afterwards. Why are you on your phone? Who you texting? That's what I'd be saying.
What? While in action?
Why in action?
No, afterwards.
Oh, so in the reflective
Just taking
moment.
notes.
In the cuddle session. in the cuddle section, when you're supposed to be cuddling, someone's on their phone.
Do you usually cuddle after, do you?
Well, you know we cuddle. You cuddle after. Who's not a cuddler here who doesn't cuddle afterwards? The cuddle's nice afterwards, isn't it?
Oh.
I guess I stand alone.
Oh, everyone's looking at
I
that
like to cuddle.
What are you
I will
doing?
cuddle. I'm okay with cuddling.
No, I enjoy cuddle. I enjoy cuddle, Rob.
Yeah, nice to, nice
Yeah,
to-
you don't have to lie on this show.
It's
It's
okay.
all
Nice
good.
to- What
We
you
can't
make
confirm
or deny any
or
of this.
deny
Maybe I don't like
if
cuddling.
it's true or lie. Cuddling's a whole ball game. Whole different
That's
ball
the,
game.
next, that's the next podcast.
That could be. So look, we've had a little bit of a chat. We're very lucky to have Naomi on the show here.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. So, but at the end of the show, like we said, might not happen, but if it does, you've heard it here first. So what's been knocking about?
Oh, what's been knocking about? So what have you heard lately? So Naomi, what have you heard lately that you don't know might be true, but it's a bit of a vicious rumor, perhaps?
Oh, I've got to think about this.
Oh, look out, Joe. What do you got?
I
You
heard
got one?
something.
Oh.
Have you got
Go.
one?
I don't.
Oh,
What
I
you
heard, I heard if we can say this on air, that Taylor Swift is going to be touring next year,
Yep.
and she's thinking about coming on this podcast.
Oh, I've heard that too, actually.
I have heard those rumours.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not saying it's going to happen, but if it is, you heard it here first on 4 Beers In.
4 Beers
Four Beers In.